Hey there everyone, this is Fusion bringing you another Battleforge commentary. This time it's gonna be Sunbridge Expert with Zizheng. Now I'll be videocasting my side of the map. If you'd like to see Zizheng's side, you could check out his version on his channel, which I will link to. And I'll be doing this replay on double speed. Now over on the right side here, a wave soon will come. It's kind of large. So you have enough time to summon one Snapjaws, one Skeleton Warrior, and 4 Nox Troopers just as the wave comes. Using this army and focus firing your troops, you can easily take down the wave. And then moving on, I go to attack this encampment here before it has a chance to send more units at me. In the meantime, I begin to build up one of 2 phase towers. Now these phase towers will be used to just take down this wall. The phase towers outrange the archers, so if you put them in the right spot, they can take down all these without taking damage. And then in the meantime, I'm sending my roving army up to take out the Slayer and claim a well. Back over here, my phase towers are doing a fine job. And if needed, teleport them forward so they get in range to attack. Move this one forward as well. And now that most of the archers are gone, I bring in my army to help take them out. Once again, I focus fire on the enemy squads to do as much damage as possible and take them out. I make the mistake of running in here at first, but you just want to stay outside the walls and attack them. Once half the walls are gone, the entire wall system will fall. Once again, I move my phase towers forward. And there's one thing I need to mention about this map, is that if you switch the Ami Gate Operator every 30 seconds, or just about the 2-minute mark, then the hard waves will never come, and it really makes the map just a walk in the park. Now that the wall has been downed, I take out the remaining archers, and claim my wells and monument. And the sword will also be a shadow one. Move my phase towers forward for defense. And in the meantime, I stick resource boosters on all of my wells. Now that Zizheng has cleared his monument out, he'll soon use White Rangers to help me clear out this one. At the moment, I'm just waiting for power to summon in my Harvester. And Zizheng has got on the deal with the White Rangers. And using these 2 squads, he will wither down this Hatecaster. Now normally what I would do without a teammate to help me, I would just use my Harvester to take it down. But Zizheng wanted to have fun with his White Rangers, and I'm not one to complain. So in the meantime, I advance my phase towers and attack the next encampment with my Harvester Giant. My Harvester's tanking everything in the path, and I already claimed my T3. And then I'm just waiting on power. And since Zizheng killed the troops over here, I claim the well and kill off these skeleton warriors. In the meantime, I will claim my third and final well here, and I advance my phase towers up to the line. Put down a time vortex to help with the oncoming wave, and once again a resource booster at the wells. Now this time I'm basically going to use the Harvester Skeleton Warriors to tank most of the damage. I use my Nox Trooper here to call them to me. Try to get a shot off with a few fails. I use Life Weaving on my Harvester so it takes as little damage as possible. And once I get up here, I summon in my Skeleton Warriors. I advance my phase towers to back up, and with relative ease take my T4. I destroy the time vortex I had here since it's no longer needed, and build my third orb, which is a nature orb. I grab my power well, the gold chest, and soon I'll get the orb, which will be Shadow. In the meantime, I build a Furnace of Flesh and advance my phase towers to collect souls that happen to die here. And then I use my Decomposer to get some extra power back. And if you have a Harvester out and a Decomposer, one thing you want to do is summon your Skeleton Warriors first. Make sure he's at full health, summon your Skeleton Warriors, and send them all in. That way this collects much more souls than it would with just a Harvester alone. Once that's dead, I destroy my Decomposer and build up a Breeding Grounds. Now Breeding Grounds is rather an optional card, but it really helps when summoning lots of T4 creatures in, because it gets them at 25% reduced power. As soon as I have the power, I'll be summoning in my fourth giant worm. Still making sure to switch the gate every 30 seconds. And then I send them in to take the shrine. One thing you may want to do is focus on these Devastators, because they can paralyze your worms in the air, and it's just annoying. As you can see, one of them managed to paralyze it. But I stop caring and just destroy the power shrine and then get out. I am forced to use another regrowth because I was about to lose a worm, but that's okay. And that shrine is done, and I begin to summon the rest of my T4 army, which will include giant worms, overlords, and death rays. In the meantime, while I wait, let's take a look at Zizheng's side. Over here, he's using his Avatar of Frost to clean up the remaining troops here. And he already grabbed his final well, so he should be assaulting the last base shortly. Let me turn off Fog of War here for a second. And you have to deal with a whole lot of bad guys if you don't switch this gate. For example, I would be getting attacked by this wave. But since I switched the gate now, my gate closes. Okay, I'm a little late there. My gate closes, and his opens. And now this wave that was attacked just walks back into their tunnel, and a new one will spawn out of this tunnel. In the meantime, Zizheng got his Avatar of Frost stuck behind his World Breaker guns. As you can see, my army is doing well. I have 4 giant worms, 4 death rays, and 2 overlords. And now back here, I did destroy my resource booster because my wells are getting close to dying, and I just want to squeeze out a little power for a little longer. But the rest of the ones are doing just fine. Zizheng puts a Sigh of Sage on his World Breaker, and in Snowman mode that will help out with assaulting this base. In the meantime, I mess around some with Rifle Cultists and attacking the middle base, but don't really get much done in this match. Now Zizheng uses 2 constructs to take down this last base. And back here, he once again summons something stuck behind the World Breaker, but I offered it for him. cast a Maelstrom to speed up the process, and that right there was a World Breaker shot, which is all to help them take this shrine. Constructs are very strong. They're one of the strongest units in the game. Their downsides are they can't attack air and they're slow, but they have extremely long range and siege damage and do extremely high damage, so they're great for things like this. He summons in an ice barrier here, and he uses his dreadnought in Pledge of the Giants mode to absorb damage for the constructs. As you can see, even when being attacked, they're taking literally no damage. And they begin to attack the power shrine. And over here, he's built up his second World Breaker and puts another stage on it. In the meantime, I begin assaulting the wave that will come to your base once the gates are destroyed, which includes a whole lot of bad guys, but with an army of this size, I can't take them out easily. Meantime, while I wait for Zizheng, I sit here tanking all the hulks and stuff that will inevitably come to my base, just waiting for his call to move in. I cast a reroll to keep all my units healthy, and begin my assault. In the meantime, Zizheng begins his assault too over here, and using his World Breaker guns to assault the middle base. Also in there, I summon a Fallen Sky Elf, which I will use on Mora. Visions of Despair makes Mora take 200% more damage, and he will drop in seconds, disregarding all the troops spawning around him. And that's game. Hope you guys enjoyed the replay. Go check out Zizheng's version on his channel, and see you next time.